Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The handoff to Johnson. At the 35, he's got room. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Poole. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 35. Can anyone catch him? Give him 6. Touchdown Bulldogs! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has him set up 1st and 10 from the 48. On the ground, it's Russell.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
To the ground with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swat.
Got a big paw on it, and the tip drill pick. Looking for more room. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because
he uncorks one deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll go back to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Jackson will throw. And they got him for the sack. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, I find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to plead.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the...
Off he goes! He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback checking off. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be.
He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football, and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. On the move at the 30. And they're able to get him down.
Great job with the decision-making there. He read the defense, kept the football himself on the zone read, got a big gain for a first down.
And that's the kind of thing that really can kick your offense into overdrive. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top, and the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W.
Running back searching for a hole.
Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through the tackle. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Georgia going up tempo. Looking to move it through the air. It's caught. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast. Take advantage.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Georgia, 35, Arkansas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Razorbacks will take over. First and 10.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the run, it's Russell. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And we have to start our report with acknowledging the play of that quarterback. There's a reason why he's part of the Heisman conversation and why scouts at the next level are so excited about this young man. He's the leader of that offense. He has presence there in that pocket. He has a cannon for an arm. What else do you want? And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a...
Got a lot of running room. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Bottom field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Hold and finds his man on the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. Jackson will throw. He's right on target. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They'll go to the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll keep it himself. Gives him the big stiff arm. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to pass. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field, scores and points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. Floats it out in space. Hard-hitting tackle.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Motion from the offense. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be right.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He caught it. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. The defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He'll start this drive firing. He makes the connection. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it from the gun. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. The 1st down for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Jackson gonna throw it. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Georgia comes quickly to the line. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arkansas, 28.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points. And
that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Losing spot. 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going for it all. Snags it. Touchdown Bulldogs. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Georgia, 56. Arkansas, 28.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Makes the catch down the right side. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Going up top. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical.
Fires the pass, intercepted.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Back to throw, it's Kane. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Brings up second down.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Going for 6. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
3:25.
Jackson will throw. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This